Hi, I'm Gabriel Hernandez with Watcher DM. Thanks for joining us today as we're covering the adventure guide for the Deadbutante. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you if you would to like and subscribe. And otherwise, if you'd like to support our other content creation, you can find all of our work on DriveThruRPG, itch.io, or you can come and join us on Patreon. Let's get into it. The Debutante is a 5e compatible adventure for 4 characters of level 9. It plays in about 3 to 4 hours, although that can be extended as it is a largely social game. It is about an ethical vampire with debilitating social anxiety. So, this is a fun opportunity to play a monstrous character who has a very human side. As you start, so one of the first things I would like to highlight about this adventure is it's one of those adventures where you're really going to want to inspect page 2 here and read through these character dossiers and understand the motivations of the different characters around town and probably give some of them some interesting personalities and voices and kind of have some fun coloring these characters with your own style. Um, there's some really funny stuff in here. John Hamm and Kevin Bacon are the names of the 2 celebrity pigs. We'll get into why they're celebrity pigs, but it's, as you can tell, it's a fun adventure. It's intended to really, get everybody into the spirit of having a good time. All right. So the party starts off by approaching Lonely Hill, where the adventure hook begins. As dusk falls, the hero approaches the town of Lonely Hill. An old man with an overfilled cart stops them on the road. Wouldn't go there that way if I were you. Evil's afoot in that there town. It's the noise. That awful wailing coming from the spooky old castle every night. Ask those fools in the town about it if you're interested. Me? I'm going someplace quieter. And yeah, if the adventurers ask around before going into the castle, the 3 Veradino sisters will give them different incentives to kind of rid the castle of this evil, or at least go into the castle. So this is a great opportunity to kind of, really spook up going into the castle and try to build up the tension before introducing Audrey. Once they've actually gotten into the castle proper, there is, going to be a surprise when this girl, she's a child, effectively, vampire, comes out and is shy and just like doesn't really want to hurt anyone, is just kind of stuck here in this castle, explaining that her ancestors had an agreement with the previous villagers, generations ago, and that after a long torpor, that agreement has been dissolved by the natives of the town, and so yeah, she will not feed on unwilling victims, but she needs a steady source of blood, preferably from consenting locals. In exchange, like her ancestors, Audrey will offer protection to Lonely Hills and their people. So um, now the opportunity is for the party to basically produce an introduction and produce a party around this vampire and getting the townsfolk at the same table with Audrey and having that kind of go off without a hitch. Um, and so Audrey will work with the party to produce a plan, and then it's kind of on them to execute. You can pep talk her a bit to get some party points. There is a party point system basically where at the end of the adventure, if the party has scored 7 party points or higher, then the party was an enormous success, and effectively the town should be solidified into that agreement, with Audrey performing as the ethical vampire protector of that town in your campaign setting. It'll be a lot of fun. Um, and yeah, you basically can give them some pretty sweet rewards. The Cape of the Mont Blanc Bank, a rod of rulership, and 1,000 gold pieces if they loot the castle. Um, and then yeah, we've got some keys here for requirements and consequences. So these are about how the different actors play out. And so the way that it works is the party needs to go around town to the different locations. The locations being the church, Tom Ewell's Tavern, Pete's Pig Farm, the forest, and the town hall. To kind of get people into this party, get food and supplies, get everything lined up. And then the what a bash encounter is the actual encounter with the party where everything plays out. And this can be a really fun role-playing opportunity to have all these different characters interacting with the party and their different scenarios. And then the party ultimately becomes crashed as the Veradino sisters reveal themselves to be the green hags who had supplanted that initial agreement, and they're accompanied by their succubi servants. So 3 green hags with 2 succubis is quite a fight, and should give the party something fun to do. And then, of course, they are laden in magical items as a reward. Some of the fun characters in this adventure are Melvin the Marvelous, a thrill-seeking party animal. Melvin is the region's most horny bard. He came to Lonely Hill to draw musical inspiration from the cacophonic wails coming from the castle. So, kind of a emo boy. But yeah, he is found initially being drained of life force by the succubi. So the green hags are using this population to kind of feed their succubi underlings. He is paired up with Melanie the Mediocre, the unappreciated assistant of a famous bard. And so yeah, basically this is the requirement. So to get Melanie to arrive at the party, you have to get Melvin to apologize. But if she comes to the party, it's not good. It's a -1. So actually, if Melvin doesn't apologize, it's kind of better if they don't show up together. And if Melvin goes, he'll put on a great show and let Audrey feed on him, which is basically what Audrey wants. And yeah, there's just all kinds of really fun little things here, like John Hamm sees through Pete's ruse. Pete's ruse is successful in Kevin Bacon. So the pig farmer Pete is trying to get you to take the slightly less popular pig to the party, and he will try and play it off as though he were the most popular pig. So it's pretty fun to kind of mess with the party and have them arguing over which pig is which, catching the right pig in the action. And then, yeah, you've got the town hall where Lord Mayor Rodolfo and Olga Veradino live. Lord Mayor Rodolfo will only attend if John Hamm attends. So you have to get them to approve of that, and he has the authority to ratify any agreement with the vampire, so he's a +2. But getting him to arrive without his wife can be tricky. And she will eat all the best food and drinks all the best booze, being -1 party points. Anyway, as you can see, lots of fun stuff to do here with these characters. Again, I definitely recommend reading through the dossiers and kind of coming up with voices and attitudes for these different people before playing this adventure. And of course, we provide the supplement, where we provide stat blocks for the different characters as described in the adventure. And yeah, that is the Deadbutante Adventure Guide. One more down. Come back for more soon, and thank you so much. Stay weird.